In 2002, a small startup stepped into the arena of giants. While Boeing and Lockheed Martin had dominated spaceflight for decades, this newcomer dared to challenge a fundamental assumption that rockets had to be disposable. That company was SpaceX. Think about this. Every rocket launch before SpaceX was like buying a new car, driving it once, and throwing it away. The cost, astronomical. The waste, enormous. The future of space exploration, limited by these constraints. But in December 2015, the world watched as a Falcon 9 booster did something unprecedented. It landed back on Earth after delivering its payload to space. That moment wasn't just a technological triumph, it was a revolution in the making. SpaceX had just proven that the impossible was possible. Yet for Elon Musk and the SpaceX team, landing just the first stage wasn't enough. They set their sights on an even bolder vision, a fully reusable rocket system that could transform space travel as we know it. Enter Starship, not just another rocket, but the largest and most powerful launch vehicle ever created. Standing at a towering 121 meters tall, Starship isn't just breaking records, it's rewriting the rules of what's possible in space exploration. With the power of 33 Raptor engines generating a staggering 7,600 metric tons of thrust, this marvel of engineering carries twice the punch of the legendary Saturn V that took humanity to the moon. Welcome to Elon Musk 24 Hours. Today we're taking you inside the evolution of Starship, from its groundbreaking design to its latest achievements, and revealing SpaceX's plans for an even more powerful version that could revolutionize our journey to Mars. Let's dive right in. The journey to revolutionize space travel begins with a single step, or in SpaceX's case, with a single landing. On that cold December evening in 2015, hundreds of SpaceX employees held their breath as they watched their dreams descend from the sky. When that first Falcon 9 booster touched down, the cheers that erupted weren't just celebrating a technological triumph, they were celebrating the moment humanity's relationship with space changed forever. But for SpaceX, that historic landing was just the beginning. While others might have been content with this breakthrough, Elon Musk and his team were already looking beyond. They saw a future where not just the first stage, but every part of a rocket could return home, ready to fly again. This vision would eventually take form in their most ambitious project yet, Starship. The path to this dream would test not just their engineering prowess, but their resilience in the face of setbacks that would have destroyed lesser teams. Standing beside Starship for the first time is an experience that defies description. At 121 meters tall, that's nearly 40 stories. It dwarfs everything around it. Its gleaming stainless steel surface reflects the sun like a beacon of human ambition, a testament to what we can achieve when we dare to dream big. The choice of stainless steel itself tells a story of innovation. While other companies stuck with traditional aerospace materials, SpaceX chose this unconventional path for its durability, cost-effectiveness, and ability to withstand the extreme temperatures of spaceflight. At its base, 33 Raptor engines represent the culmination of years of engineering innovation, each one a masterpiece of technology producing 230 tons of thrust. Together, they generate an astounding 7,600 metric tons of power at liftoff, nearly double what the mighty Saturn V could achieve. But these numbers don't tell the whole story. Each Raptor engine is the result of countless hours of development, testing, and refinement. Engineers worked through nights and weekends, fighting through failure after failure, driven by the belief that they were part of something bigger than themselves. The path to perfecting Starship has been anything but smooth. In April 2023, the world watched as SpaceX attempted its first full-stack launch. The tension in the air was palpable as countdown reached zero. The moment of ignition was breathtaking as all 33 engines roared to life in a spectacular display of raw power. But space exploration has always been about learning from failure, and this test provided plenty of lessons. The concrete pad beneath the launch mount crumbled under the intense force, creating a crater that served as a stark reminder of just how powerful this vehicle really is. Engine failures during ascent, a problematic stage separation, and issues with the flight termination system all contributed to an early end to the mission. For many companies, such a public setback would have been devastating. But SpaceX has always thrived on rapid iteration. In the weeks following the first test, teams worked around the clock, analyzing data, redesigning systems, and preparing for the next attempt. Their dedication paid off. For their second attempt, they completely reimagined the launch infrastructure. A sophisticated water-cooled steel plate was installed under the launch mount, designed to withstand the tremendous forces of liftoff. They also introduced an innovative hot staging separation system, a daring approach where Starship's engines ignite while still attached to the booster, ensuring a more controlled separation. The second flight, while not achieving all its objectives, marked significant progress. The launch pad held firm, validating months of engineering work. The separation worked as planned, a testament to the team's innovative thinking. Starship soared higher and farther than ever before, proving that the team's modifications were steps in the right direction. Though the super heavy booster was lost after separation and communication issues prevented mission completion, each challenge overcome brought them closer to their ultimate goal. In the control room, engineers celebrated these partial successes while already planning improvements for the next test. The third flight test, conducted just months later, pushed the boundaries even further. This time, the focus was on one of the most critical challenges in spaceflight, surviving the intense heat of atmospheric re-entry. The thousands of heat shield tiles covering Starship's surface would face their ultimate test. Each tile was carefully designed and placed, creating a protective barrier that would need to withstand temperatures hot enough to melt steel. The team knew that success here would be crucial. Without effective heat shielding, the dream of a fully reusable spacecraft would remain just that. A dream. The results were groundbreaking. Not only did Starship reach space successfully, but it also survived re-entry, a crucial milestone in the journey toward full reusability. As data streamed back to Earth, confirming the heat shield's performance, the control room erupted in celebration. While communication was lost just before landing, preventing a complete recovery, the mission demonstrated that SpaceX's approach to heat shield design was sound. The dream of a fully reusable spacecraft was no longer just a dream. It was becoming reality, one test flight at a time. But SpaceX isn't just focused on making history. They're focused on making it repeatable. The next major milestone will be attempting to land the Super Heavy booster in the Gulf of Mexico. This achievement would mark another crucial step toward full reusability, potentially saving millions of dollars per launch and making space more accessible than ever before. Teams are already preparing for this next challenge, drawing on lessons learned from previous tests and innovations developed along the way. Yet even as they perfect the current design, SpaceX is already envisioning something even more ambitious. Plans are underway for an 18-meter wide version of Starship, a behemoth that would dwarf its predecessor. This enlarged version wouldn't just be bigger, it would be transformative. With 4 times the cargo capacity, it could launch entire space stations in a single mission. The engineering challenges are immense, but so is the potential reward. Improved Raptor 3 engines, each capable of producing 300 tons of thrust, would power this next-generation vehicle, while advanced heat shields would ensure multiple re-entries without replacement. The implications for Mars colonization are staggering. SpaceX's current plan calls for launching 1,000 Starships every 26 months, when Earth and Mars align favorably. This Mars fleet would carry everything needed to establish a sustainable presence on the red planet, from basic necessities like food and water to the equipment needed to build habitats and produce fuel for return journeys. With the larger version, this massive undertaking becomes more manageable, requiring fewer launches and refueling operations to transport the same amount of cargo and personnel. The vision includes establishing refueling stations in space, orbital gas stations, that would make long-distance space travel practical. On Mars, permanent bases would rise from the red soil, powered by solar arrays and staffed by pioneers willing to risk everything to expand humanity's presence in the solar system. Perhaps most ambitious is the plan to produce fuel from Martian resources, using local water and carbon dioxide to create the propellant needed for return journeys. This living off the land approach is crucial for making Mars missions sustainable in the long term. This is more than just a technical achievement. It's a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. While SpaceX pushes the boundaries of what's possible, their traditional competitors are struggling to keep pace. Boeing's Starliner program, intended to be NASA's backup for crew missions to the International Space Station, has faced a series of setbacks that highlight the stark contrast in approaches to spacecraft development. The most recent Starliner mission in June 2024 demonstrated these challenges all too clearly. What was planned as an 8-day mission to the ISS quickly became a lesson in crisis management. Multiple helium leaks and thruster malfunctions raised serious concerns about the spacecraft's ability to return safely. Despite attempts to extend the mission duration, while engineers sought solutions, the situation ultimately led to an unprecedented decision. The crew would return to Earth not in Starliner, but in a SpaceX Crew Dragon. This moment marked more than just a technical failure. It symbolized a changing of the guard in the space industry. This turn of events underscores a fundamental shift in how we approach space exploration. While traditional aerospace companies continue to rely on conventional approaches and expendable vehicles, SpaceX's commitment to innovation and reusability is reshaping our understanding of what's possible. Each test flight, each landing attempt, and each iteration of Starship brings us closer to a future where interplanetary travel isn't just possible, it's practical. The company's willingness to fail, learn, and improve quickly has created a culture of innovation that's leaving traditional aerospace companies scrambling to catch up. The road ahead still holds challenges. Full reusability remains to be achieved, and each test flight still requires significant investment. The technical hurdles of long-duration spaceflight, radiation protection, and sustainable life support systems must still be overcome. Yet the progress made in just a few years suggests that space's ambitious goals are within reach. The company's track record of turning seemingly impossible dreams into reality gives hope that these challenges, too, will be conquered. As we stand on the brink of this new era in spaceflight, one thing becomes clear. The dream of making humanity a multiplanetary species is no longer confined to the realm of science fiction. Through determination, innovation, and a willingness to learn from failure, SpaceX is turning that dream into reality, one launch at a time. Each successful test brings us closer to a future where humans regularly travel between Earth and Mars, where space stations orbit distant planets, and where the boundaries of human exploration extend far beyond our home world. The next chapter in this story is already being written. With each new test flight, with each successful landing, and with each breakthrough in reusability, we move closer to a future where the stars are within our reach. The journey from that first Falcon 9 landing to today's Starship test has been remarkable, but it's just the beginning. As we look to the future, we can imagine the first human setting foot on Mars, not as a visitor, but as a pioneer. The real adventure, humanity's journey to becoming a multiplanetary species, is still to come, and SpaceX is leading the way. As SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, the contrast with traditional aerospace couldn't be clearer. While Boeing grapples with ongoing Starliner challenges, SpaceX is already envisioning the next generation of space travel. Each Starship test brings us closer to that pivotal moment when humans will set foot on Mars not as visitors, but as pioneers of a multiplanetary future. The story of SpaceX is more than just rockets and engineering. It's about daring to challenge the status quo and refusing to accept limitations. From that first Falcon 9 landing to today's Starship test, we've witnessed history in the making, and this is just the beginning. Here at Elon Musk 24 Hours, We're committed to bringing you the latest developments in this incredible journey. If you want to stay updated on SpaceX's progress and other groundbreaking innovations, hit that subscribe button and join our community of space enthusiasts. Share your thoughts about Starship's future in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you found it informative. Together, let's watch as humanity writes its next chapter in the stars.